What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we will be going over the best new AFK XP glitch, allowing you to easily max out your Season of Plunder Season Pass in little to no time, with very little effort. You'll find that this new method proves to be much more reliable than the previous Fusion Nade AFK farm from last season. Before we dive into everything, if you do enjoy today's video and find it helpful, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated. For this new AFK farm, we'll be utilizing a familiar spot within the Hall of Wisdom on the moon, along with an extremely helpful macro called Tiny Task. Once loading in on the moon, head to Archer's Line and head into the caverns of the Hall of Wisdom. Clear out all the adds that are in this area. You will find a crouched thrall chilling in the far right corner. Killing this thrall sets off a small onslaught of hive forces, and since we are utilizing storm grenades for this glitch, so it's better if you kill this thrall and the ensuing adds now so that they won't disrupt the AFK glitch later on. Once clearing out all the hive in this room, you want to head back to the back tunnelway. On each side of this tunnel, there is a small foot ledge that we'll be using to back our characters into, which will prevent us from moving backwards. You'll want to back up as far as you can into the spot, and once positioned, you'll see that a small group of hive spawn directly ahead of you. This typically includes a knight or a witch, along with a few acolytes, and this is the set of adds that we'll be exploiting in this AFK farm. Now, I found it best to utilize Titans for this glitch, as we'll be using storm grenades paired up with the touch of Thunder Arc aspect. But even still, hunters and warlocks should also be able to make use of this glitch, though it won't be nearly as consistent for those two classes. With that being said, let's first take a look at how you'll need to set up your Titan. The only aspect that will be needed for this glitch will be the touch of Thunder. This aspect gives storm grenades the ability to track down nearby enemies. We'll also need to change the class ability to Thrusters. When it comes to fragments, you'll need Spark of Magnitude, which increases the duration of the storm grenades, along with Spark of Ions, so that the grenades will jolt enemies, which will create ionic traces, which will help restore abilities. We'll be using the exotic chess piece, Heart of the Inmost Light, which will overcharge our abilities and provide faster regeneration for not only our grenades, but class ability as well, which will be vital for this glitch. You want to boost your strength and discipline as much as you can here, as we'll be relying on our grenades and class ability. You'll need 2 void armor pieces, with the other 3 being solar. This way we can use Charge Harvester, which gives us a small chance at becoming charged with light when defeating enemies while not charged with light. We'll also be using Stacks on Stacks, which gives us an extra stack of charged with light for every one we gain. For the 3 solar armor pieces, we'll be equipping Firepower, which while charged with light, we gain a portion of grenade energy back after using our grenade. Since this is a stackable mod, the benefits will be significantly increased with the use of 3 mods. Now that our Titans are all set up, let's talk about Tiny Task. Tiny Task is one of the best and easiest auto macro programs to use. Even Guardians on console can take advantage of this with the use of remote play, as Tiny Task is available on several different platforms. I'll leave a link to download Tiny Task in the description below. Setting up Tiny Task is extremely simple. You'll first need to adjust some preferences to allow for continuous playback. This is also where you can adjust your hotkeys for recording and playback. I find it easiest to use F8 and F12. It might take a few attempts to get your timing down, but when recording, I found it best to line your crosshairs up just below the hanging chandelier in the adjacent room. Once in position, before the adds in the center of the room spawn, click the recording function and then press grenade, backstep, class ability, backstep, grenade, with a 1-second integer in between each function. Then stop the recording. Switch Tiny Task over to play, and with continuous playback, you will now be able to step away for hours and let Tiny Task do the work for you. You'll find that using tracking storm grenades is a much more efficient and reliable method for this AFK farm than fusion grenades were, as the fusion grenades were reliant on landing in the exact spot at the exact exact second. But here, with storm grenades, you have a larger window of both time and aim, since the grenades will track down all of the enemies that spawn in as long as your grenade lands close enough to them. And with that, that's going to wrap things up for today's video on the best new AFK XP farm available during Season of Plunder. I wish you all the best of luck throughout this season. If you're having any issues with your AFK farm, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on the new Season Pass and its rewards are, so let me know that as well in the comments below. Thank you again for checking out today's video. I hope you've enjoyed and found it helpful. If so, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and really do help support the channel. If you're in need of any further help throughout this season, maybe with a raid, dungeon, or just any of the seasonal content, be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.